Let's listen to Mitt talking about the Supreme Court's ruling on Obamacare.
Obamacare raises taxes on the American people by approximately $500 billion.
Those are taxes that aren't going to hit the middle class. And this jackass, they complain about the deficit after they put everything on the credit card, and now this bitch is whining about people paying for their legislation. Now, again, Obamacare is covered by a decrease in growth of Medicare over the next 10 years and taxes on the upper class and tanning salons, for example.
Obamacare cuts Medicare by approximately $500 billion.
No, it doesn't, Mitt. You're a pathetic liar. Medicare's growth is restrained by 7% over the next decade. It doesn't make any cuts. It's restraining the growth of Medicare, future spending. It's essentially entitlement reform on a small scale. Obamacare extends the life of Medicare by a dozen years, the solvency of Medicare by a dozen years, something that Republicans claim to want in all their other discussions about Medicare when they claim to be protectors of Medicare, despite seemingly wanting to gut it with the Paul Ryan budget.
And even with those cuts and tax increases, Obamacare adds trillions to our deficits and to our national debt.
Mitt Romney, you are lying again. What the hell's wrong with you? The CBO has projected that the healthcare reform will reduce the deficit in the short term by $140 billion over 10 years, and in the long term, it said the official word was something like 1%. It's hard to project out that much into the future, but they're talking about trillions of dollars.
Obamacare is a job killer.
Romney is basing his claim on an online survey by the Chamber of Commerce, which is a right-wing lobbyist. It's one of the biggest right-wing lobbyists in the country. And I don't give that a lot of credibility for multiple reasons, but the chamber admits there's a disclaimer on the survey which says that it's an unscientific survey and that they don't have any way of knowing if the people who are responding are actually small business owners or not. Republicans in general have been claiming that Obamacare is a jobs killer. That's based on a misunderstanding. Actually, I'm sorry. It's entirely propaganda. They take a little piece of something that's true and then twist it into something quite the opposite. For example, their job-killing claim comes from a report the CBO put out that said that 1.6 million people would be able to retire as a result of healthcare reform. So you have 1.6, in reality you have 1.6 million people retiring, and that opens up those positions for younger Americans. So in reality, it's more of a double positive. People can retire because they can afford to, and new people will take those jobs. We'll have less unemployment. That's the reality. And Republicans have twisted that into, quote unquote, a job killer. It's the opposite of reality. It's not true. And Mitt Romney is always a liar.